by doing holy things. So by praying, by fasting, it makes you a better person. And more than that, it makes you feel good. It feels good to do good things. But in the same way, if you're doing bad things and you're mixing with bad people, it kind of becomes a habit. And it tells Allah Almighty tells in the Holy Quran, we have created men in the best of molds. Created men and women in the best of them. We've made them beautiful. And it just takes a little bit of a change in how we behave for us to return to that beauty that we were given right from the start. Don't think, though, that changing from one lifestyle to another is easy. It's not easy, especially if a whole group of you have grown up behaving in a certain way. If a whole group of you, when a girl passes, you say things, it has become normal to talk like that. Muslims don't talk like that. Muslims just have the greatest respect for ladies. And they think, oh, I forgot to tell you about Ahmed. Where I live, there's an internet place. And the boy in charge of the internet place who looks after it is called Ahmed. He's your age. And the last time I went in, which is just the day before I came to the UK, he said to me, Mr. Idris, I won't see you anymore. I'm leaving. I said, why are you leaving? He said, I'm in love. I said, what? He said, yeah, I'm in love. And they said bad things about the girl. So I've resigned. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back here. I said, okay, I think we better, this is a signal for walking up and down the road. So I said, okay, I think we better go and have a little chat. So we got out, and he was looking very embarrassed. I said, oh, so tell me. He said, I'm in love with this girl. I said, yeah, Ahmed, this isn't America. This is Egypt. What are you talking about? You're in love with a girl. He said, oh, this girl, she came into the internet cafe. I said, does your dad know? No, he doesn't know. Does your mum know? No. Does she wear hijab? Yes, she wears hijab. I said, Muslims don't love people like that. What are you talking about? And like many Egyptians, when they get into this state, they get all big, their eyes get big, and they listen to Abdul Halim Hafiz all day long, and they're all sad, and they get very depressed. But of course, as Muslims, when we're looking for a girl or for a boy, we don't go on looks. That's not what we go on. Looks are important. And the Prophet ﷺ told the Sahaba, when they were looking for wives, they should look at them first. Don't marry people you've never seen them. You should really try to see them. And the Sahaba, these people who hate Islam, they don't tell us this. The Sahaba used to climb up into the trees and hide in the trees and look at the girls as they were going past to see them. Oh, that's the one. That's the one they want me to marry. And the Prophet told them, he said there should be something, there should be an attraction there. There's nothing wrong with attraction. Attraction is good. Of course it's good. But the person you're going to choose, the boy that you will marry, is going to be the father of your children. Do you want the father of your children to have been someone that's been, is known to have been out with all kinds of people and to be drinking? Is that what you want for your little kids, for little Muhammad and for Ahmed and for Aisha? Is that what you want for them? Brothers, is that what you want for your little boy when you grow up? You want that mother to be someone that, dressed in not a nice way and everyone said things about? Is that what you want for the mother of your kids? It's not. What we want as a partner is someone that we love with all our hearts. There's someone I know in Damascus called Diab, and he's now about 27, 28. And he's just got married. And he married his cousin. And so he'd seen his cousin growing up all the time. And his mother said to him, I think your cousin would make a great wife for you. So he said, yes, Mum, okay. And he married his cousin. And after the engagement, I said to him, do you love her? Do you love the girl? He said, I loved her the moment my mum told me I was going to marry her. Isn't that beautiful? It's very romantic. People think Islam is not romantic. That's really romantic. I've got another friend, Manhal, in Damascus, and he's just got married. And he went into a pharmacy, into a pharmacist shop, and he was talking to the woman behind the counter. And he said to, there was a girl in the shop. There was a sister in the shop, very, very pretty girl. And he was telling the pharmacist, he said, oh, I really need to get married. I want to get married now. I hope that my wife would be a good Muslim. I hope that she'd know Quran, and that she'd be good with children, and that she'd be a pious wife. And this girl in the corner said, that's me. And Manhal, the next day, he went to see her father. And he said to the father, I want to marry your daughter. And of course the father said, get out. What are you talking about to marry? Go away. So he came again and he said, no, I really believe that she is the one for me. I want to marry your daughter. And the father said, who are you? Where did you met her in a shop? What, are you mad? As if I'd give my daughter to someone like you. Go away. And he came to me and he said, what can I do? I said, well, if she is destined for you since all eternity, keep going back. You know, if she's not, you won't get her, but keep trying. So he went a third time and was thrown out again. So he went to one of the famous shuyukh in Damascus, who was on the TV all the time. He was very popular with Syrians. And he took the sheikh to the man's house. And the man opened the door and he nearly died when he saw the sheikh there. And he said, oh, so he really is a good boy. Yeah, he's a very good boy. He's a good Muslim. He prays and he's kind. And he reads Quran and he pays zakat. He's a very good boy. They're now married. The two of them are now married. SubhanAllah. So you see, you know, alcohol, for example, if I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know if you have a taste for alcohol or not. But when the prohibition against alcohol was first given to Muslims, it was something new, because the Arabs were famous for their drunkenness. They were famous for it. They loved their drink. And Islam changed many things in the Arabian Peninsula. It changed their attitude to women, for example. You know, you could have hundreds of wives and just treat them like nothing, like dirt. And Islam changed all that and said, very funnily, some people say, oh, Islam says you can have 4 wives. Look at that, you can have 4. But I look at the verse of the Quran and I can imagine Allah Almighty smiling as He revealed it. Because it says, you know, you can have 1, 2, 3, or even 4, if you can treat them all equally and love them the same. Well, there are very few men that can do that. Very few. Very few men. And so for alcohol, it was revealed in stages. It wasn't instantly revealed, alcohol is forbidden. There are 3 verses that are revealed over a period of time. And the first one was this. It said, O ye who believe, approach not prayers with a mind befogged until ye can understand all that ye say. Because these new Muslims, they were used to drinking, they were still drinking. And they'd turn up at the mosque, you know, a little bit not quite in control. And so this verse was revealed, first of all, to tell them, you know, if you're drinking, let it wear off before you don't go near the mosque in that kind of state. And then later on, another verse was revealed that said, they ask you concerning alcohol and gambling, say, in them is a great sin, and some benefits for men, but the sin is far greater than the benefits. Okay, so it's introduced there. Some people, even today, some doctors will tell you, alcohol is good for this and that and the other. But the Quran says, yes, there is some good, but the bad is greater than the good. And then finally, in Medina, it was revealed this. It went the whole hog. It's revealed, ye who believe, intoxicants and gambling, all are an abomination of Satan's handiwork. Eschew such abomination, have nothing to do with it, that ye may prosper. Satan's plan is but to excite enmity and hatred between you, with intoxicants and gambling, and hinder you from the remembrance of Allah and from prayer. Will ye not then abstain? How many boys, girls do you know who drink? You know, and they fight with each other. You know, they get all worked up. And it's often a girl is involved as well. You don't have to add to the whole thing. It's a girl.